Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go!
This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artists, and we break down one of the records. We get into the music, lyrics, how it was made, and everything in between. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, you smash that subscribe button, dude. That's what the kids say. And that's all I have for the Born intro. What are we doing this week, Jeff?
That's pretty fucking boring. We're in the Damned, the first record. Damned.
Damn. First record, 1977. They're part of the 77 crew, the OG crew, but they aren't talked about enough. So yeah, we're going to get into all this stuff, go through all the bangers, all that good crap. So let's jump into this origin story with the Damned. What do you got? Origin story, go.
I mean, realistically, my origin story is when we decided to do them on the pod. And we've heard songs pop up here and there. Baby Driver, one of the songs on Baby Driver. So I've heard various soundtracks and other bands talk about them, but I never got into them, never listened to them until we decided to do them on the pod. And twice, actually, because we did them once, then we stopped for like a month and a half or 2 months, or whatever it was. Then we were going to do them 2 weeks ago, and then we missed a week. So I keep putting it off.
We keep putting off doing the Damned, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. That's my origin story. I don't have like deep history with this band, other than they've been a band that I've known about for a long time, but never listened to.
Yeah, same here. Origin story is the same with me. It wasn't until a couple months ago when I actually sat down and listened to one of their albums. I'd never heard the first record in its entirety. Just random songs here and there, like you said on Baby Driver. But yeah, when we were originally going to do this record or this band on the pod a couple months ago before it got postponed. Yeah, I got through the first like 6 records at the time, and a few of them were, and they still are fantastic, and this is one of them. So that's my origin story. I've always known about them. I mean, obviously, I've always known about them, but never took the time to listen. I know some friends of ours were really into them. I know they go and see them like once a year. They go and see the Damned all the time, and so like I'm very aware of them, but I just have never listened until recently. And they're fucking good. This band's good. I mean, their early stuff is really, really good.
It's weird because we talk so much about how much we just don't like the Sex Pistols and the Ramones, and there are other like punk bands that like come to mind, right? Like Wire. Wire's fucking great, but like the big ones in the Clash you throw in there too. But like the big two are the Sex Pistols and the Ramones. They're the ones who's the better one? And it's like, dude, there was a band that did it before you.
Yeah.
Did it better than you. And like, why the fuck are you not? Just because for the Sex Pistols, I think Malcolm McLaren. But it's just it's unreal how long we've gone without like diving into this, because this is the perfect ammunition for that debate. Who's better, Sex Pistols or the U or
Ramones?
Who cares? I don't even know what the fucking band.
You almost said
better
they
than
used,
Ramones.
huh?
I don't know why I said they used.
I don't know either.
But like had we listened to more of the Damned, that's the perfect rebuttal for the classic. Who's better, Sex Pistols or the Ramones? Oh, easy, the Damned, right?
Easy, yeah,
you know what I mean?
By far, by far, the first 3 Damned records are way better than anything the Ramones have done, and far better than Nevermind the Bollocks, because that record's not that good. Sex Pistols are not that good. I just don't care. They're not a very good band. They were never good. Sid Vicious was a piece of shit, not good at anything he did. And I know he didn't play on Nevermind, but you know, whatever.
It's just funny because like the big hot topic right now is Geese, and Geese is getting blown up because they paid for
the band
advertising, not the animal, but they paid for advertising, and they're becoming famous because they paid money for it, and it's their image and marketing. But like, was that not the Sex Pistols? Like
100%. Malcolm McLaren
you know what I mean?
was
Didn't he see fucking Johnny Rotten walking down the street like, oh, he'd be a fucking good frontman for a band if I fucking tossed him up a little bit and fucking threw a wig on him or some shit? I don't know what the fuck he did. He owned like a cool clothing store like that. I don't know. It's stupid. That band's dumb.
Yeah. And honestly, we'll probably talk about Sex Pistols quite a bit and talk shit on them because God, they're so gimmicky and so cheesy and dumb. But The Damned, amazing. The Clash, amazing. So many great punk bands came out of the scene at the same time. And the Sex Pistols, for whatever reason, they have a dumber image and they have worse songs. And yet they're the most popular thing to come out of the 77 class of punk music.
It's wild.
I just don't get it. I
don't get it either. And again, there are better things that came out in the 70s. Again, Wire, Pink Flag by Wire.
Yeah.
Fucking way better. And kind of the development of like post-punk music too. Incredible record, incredible band. Why are they not talked about? Why are we always talking about the Sex Pistols? Because of their image. Because the image is cool, man. But to be fair, the image of Sid Vicious was pretty punk rock. He did look cool.
Yeah.
He looked cool.
I mean, back then, I guess, yeah, he looked cool, but, and, retroactively, he just looks like a goofball. Like an idiot goofball that was just a complete, he just looked like a dumbass. Like, he just looked like a dumbass person. And he kind of was a dumbass
always
person.
Shirtless and skinny and fucking cut himself up, made himself bleed all the time. Like, it was cool. That was cool.
Yeah. I mean, I get, when you're 12, but
I don't know.
I thought a lot of other bands were cooler than Sex Pistols when I was 12. Punk bands too, not even just bands in general.
The things you thought were cool when you were 12, I guarantee you, were not fucking cool. Especially the things that you thought were cool at 12.
You and I liked a lot of the same shit when we were 12.
Guarantee
Fuck
you.
off.
I mean, you used to like wear Jinkos and then
I never
wear
wore
crazy
Jinkos.
hats and then
Fuck
paint
off.
your nails. And
I never did those things.
You had earrings on.
I
But
never
like the side
did
that wasn't gay, right? Because remember in the 90s, if earring was on one side, it was like supposed to be gay,
yeah.
but the other side wasn't gay. So if you had two earrings, both, that you were safe. But then if you had one earring, you'd be careful.
Yeah, I think it was the right ear. You pierced the right ear, then yeah, that was the gay ear.
Just pierce both of them then, right?
Yeah, you're right. All right, so back to
pierced.
No, you're not. Just why? Are you really?
Remember for a long time I wanted to get my lip pierced?
I do remember that. It was so
I worked at
stupid.
Virgin. I wanted the snake bites on my lip.
Like Tammy. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it. I'm too pussy. It'd probably hurt. I don't want my skin punctured. Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. Tammy's a weird one because she has no tattoos, but she's had so many piercings over her life, and she still has so many piercings. She's gotten the craziest shit pierced.
Tammy
she
Renee
was
are the
like
only
that
people
was her
that
thing.
Because they both have the neck on the back of the neck, right? I don't know if Tammy still does.
Tammy, no, she got rid of it like 5 years ago, but she had it for almost 20.
Dude, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's a disgusting piercing. I don't give a fuck.
It is.
That's nasty. Like Renee at some point just fell out and was like, "Oh my, the hole closed up." I said, "Where'd the piercing go?" Like, I don't know. Like, dude, that's nasty, bro. Like that means like somebody's just like walking down the street and they stepped on your neck piercing. That's just what the fuck.
It's gross. Tammy got her wrist pierced one time, like the top of her wrist.
The top.
Like, yeah, the top of it right there, that surface piercing. She got that, and then after like 2 weeks, it got so infected that her arm was so swollen that she couldn't really like move it, so we had to go to the urgent care and shit.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like a small piercing like that can fuck your whole arm up. What little fucking little bitch skin, dude.
Yeah, she's had her eyebrows, her lips, her fucking nose a couple times, her ears a bunch of times. She had the industrial across her ear, belly button.
Some people pierce like the webbing right here and in between their fingers.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's fucking weird.
Fucking weird.
It's all weird. But yeah,
Anyway.
Tammy's a weird person. Tammy is a weird person. So, and you can tell her I said that. Oh, debatable. So anyway, fuck, man, we're already so off topic.
It's gonna be a tough one.
The Damned. I feel like there's not enough to talk about here. Musically, there's
really
not.
I mean,
lyrically, there's not a ton to
we
talk
can run
about.
through the songs in 20 minutes and be done with it. There's really not gonna be a lot to talk about.
No, and I mean, really, the record, if you take out the two B sides, it runs only at like 29, 30 minutes. So it's really short as it is. But I mean, we do have to talk about, like we have already a little bit, where they sit in the scene, how important they are to this, actually are in the scene. Some of the tours that they did at the time as well, very important. Because, this has all happened within a year, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
So let's just run through some of the bangers real quick, and then we'll go from there. So what's your favorite song on here?
I Feel All Right.
Feel All Right.
I Feel All Right.
That is my number 9.
Your number 9?
My number 9. I have 12 bangers. So how many bangers do you have?
You're number 9? Nine's what they call you? No, I think I have like 6. I have 6 bangers, 7 bangers.
Okay.
Not all these songs are actual bangers. Like some of these are better than others for sure. Like I think
great punk songs.
I feel our writer. That song is fucking wild. It's wild, deep,
it's a
aggressive.
Iggy Pop or a Stooges cover, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's punk / hard rock at its absolute peak, at its best. It's the longest song on the album by almost like a minute too. It's just a good route.
Wait,
and like the first 30 seconds,
it's like
this shit is just an instrumental. Just it's mental, as the Brits say. It's so fun and aggressive. It's just for being so early on in punk rock. I just can't believe that we gush over the Sex Pistols and Ramones and like this song exists. And it's like, damn, this is better than almost everything the Ramones put out.
Yeah, you're right. Also,
Sorry,
I mean, the just everything is so fuzzed out on the song too. The bass, the guitar, everything is just. It sounds nasty and dirty and gritty. It's a cool song. It's a really, really cool song, and it's loud and it's fucking fast.
Dude, there's no singing, just shouting the whole time and just yelling. And this song is wild.
Yeah, it's great.
Mental.
I was gonna do a British accent, but then I bailed on it.
The song is
last
mento. It's all right.
It's all right. But I can't believe that the cover song is your banger on here. It's crazy. It's wild. So my number 1 is "Stab Your Back." That's my favorite song on this one.
Back.
I lost my notes. What the fuck? Hold on, my notes got all fucked.
I mean, that's not a banger for me, but it's a good song. Classic punk intro, right? Start off with the shouty, repetitive chorus. It's a fun, goofy song. Super quick, but not much to it. It's fine. It's good.
I mean, yeah, it's only a minute long, but it's just the way he says, "Stab y'all back, stab y'all back."
Ding, ding, ding,
it's just so simple. It's so just punk of its time. It's just exciting, and it just takes you on a little ride. I love this song.
That's good. That's good.
Right? I mean, and then lyrically too, across this record, I mean, who cares? The lyrics are just so
early. This is punk in its infancy here. We're not stressing him on. We're not pressing him on the lyrics here.
I know.
We're not going to dive.
There's
deep in
nothing here. There's nothing here lyrically on any of these songs.
There's not.
I tried to like think, oh, maybe it's about this, maybe it's about that, and then I like halfway through, I just I gave up, and I still read through everything, but yeah, there's just nothing here lyrically. But it's okay.
Did you listen to the? I guess there's a lot of B-sides, but did you listen to the B-side that was like "Sing Along with Scabies" or some shit like that?
Yeah, the last one on Spotify.
Yeah, it was just this. It was this song, just the instrumental version of "Stab Your Back."
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Cool. So "Stab Your Back," my number 1. What's your number 2 here?
"Stab Your Back," number 1. Okay, that's fine.
It's just so catchy. Come on.
New Rose. Every rose has a thorn. New Rose, my number 2
from Poison. That's good. New Rose for me. That's my number 5. Number 5 banger.
Number 5. Okay, dude, you're wrong, bro. Like you like the songs that are the filler songs, and you're not liking the standout songs that are like well crafted, just good fucking punk songs.
New Rose is a great song. I love this record. I'm definitely gonna get this on vinyl. I do love this record.
Yeah, this is the first punk single from the UK. This is it. This predates all of it. This is it. Like, this predates
beginning. Sex Pistols by 5 weeks.
Yes.
Came out 5 weeks before Anarchy in the UK single came out. So technically, this is the first punk song to ever be released. This is the first
punk single to be released in the UK. It's a fucking banger. It's got like a rad chord progression. I think it's fun. It's hectic in the verses. It gets a little more melodic in the choruses, but that's just because like the main riff comes back into play, and it's like the backbone of that chorus. And I think it's fucking great, right? It's cool. Yep. Sounds super dope. I don't know. It also just sounds like realistically, when you're playing your first punk band, you're in the garage, and you're like, oh, I got a good riff. Let's play it. Like, this is the song that you play with your friends.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you think you wrote it. Oh, no one's ever heard this before.
4 power chords. That's all you need. Also, this is when it was a single, when it came out as a single, the B-side was the cover of Help from Beatles. The very punk version of Help. So that's cool too. I didn't look it up. I should have looked it up, but how much it cost for the OG single of this, of New Rose Help. Probably worth so much money. Probably sells for so much money, I should say.
See, Help, the cover that they did for Help, well, we talked about it earlier, is just like that's literally just taking a song and doing it twice as fast, right?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. It's fun, and coming at it like 77, that's pretty fucking unreal. And you're taking the beloved Beatles from Liverpool, and you're turning it upside down, and people probably were not happy about it, and it probably came as a shock to a lot of fucking people. And I'm sure there are a lot of people were like, oh, I'll buy the Help fucking 7-inch for sure. This might sound good. And I can't imagine just being like an older gentleman or something in the UK picking up the damned single of Help and just like, what the fuck? No. Like just no. This is blasphemous. This is sacrilege. So that's really cool. But in like a contemporary lens, it's a fine cover. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Exactly. For the time, it was good. It was cool.
At the time, it was good. It was revolutionary. It was cool. But it's fine.
Yes.
I'm looking up.
So my number 2 is Neat.
Neat. Opener.
Yeah, first song on the record. This one is just the chorus is so fucking catchy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How does he even sing it?
This is the song.
Neat. It's like neat.
It's so fat. Neat. Yeah, it's really. This is the song that was in Baby Driver.
Yeah.
Which is a killer fucking movie. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah,
but
that's a great movie.
I think,
usually puts out good movies.
I think that like that main riff is like it's very like surf inspired too, and it makes sense later on when they go back and do like the surf rock stuff, but the do 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 right, like that little that little
it is very surfy.
That little one up that you do there, very very surf inspired, I guess, but it's cool. It's a good song. Nothing against it.
Yeah, it's great. And then there's like actually a pretty cool guitar solo. There's a few songs on this record that have some really cool guitar solos, and this is one of them, the opener. And this is really also a bass-driven song. I mean, it chugs along really, really well, and it just turned up a little bit higher than everything else, than all the other instruments, and it just drives it so well. But catchy as hell.
It's funny because later on I wrote the note, but I can just say it now because we're talking about the guitar solo. It's always cool when you hear like a punk guitarist do like a solo, and you're like, wow, that guy's actually really fucking good. Like when we talk about like Billy Joel Armstrongs. But then it's also cool when you hear like a pretty decent punk guitarist play a solo as if he was a really, really good punk guitarist, right? Like just going all in. There's also something to be said about that. I think that's what we have here. Is we have a guy that's like, he's not the best. He's not going to be in any list of top punk guitars of all time, but he's pretty good. But he's playing like he's really good. And yeah, it's a little sloppy, it's a little cheesy, but that's part of the charm, you know? That's part of the scene. And it's cool. And I like that and I dig that. I also looked up how much that original damn single for New Rose Help was, and it's a lot of money. It's like $400.
Damn.
Yeah, it's $200 a song.
It's like $1 an hour.
It's like $1 an hour. That was good.
Dumb. All right. So what's your 3B? Your third banger on this one?
Dude, we're fucking flying.
We are flying. I mean, there's nothing to talk about. These are just like solid punk songs.
Yeah.
Punk songs.
So like this next one actually is pretty important, but See Her Tonight, that is my 3B.
Okay. Let's get into that. It's my 4B.
So solid noodling in the intro. That's fun. But dude, this chorus is so Vandals, it's ridiculous. It's fucking catchy. And the Vandals do catchy choruses, but it's just like the way, I don't know, like the best way I can like articulate it is just when they do like the do 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 do, like those like little kind of like ups and downs in the choruses. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just sounds like the fucking Vandals, bro. I don't know how to.
Okay. I mean, I'd really have to go back and listen to the song again because I didn't pick up on that when I listened to it when I was writing all my notes today. But yeah, I mean, this is just a fast punk song.
This is the chorus in this song was very much like Diarrhea or Hitler Bad era Vandals choruses.
Just fast songs with really catchy choruses. That is kind of the song, yeah. I would agree. This is one of the faster songs on the record too.
I think it's cool. I think it'd be cool.
Also,
if,
actually, now that you're talking about like you're comparing it to The Dam a bit, it also has a lot of winky guitar parts and like leads all throughout the song, not just a solo. But that's what the Vandals do. Like once Warren joined the band.
Yeah, you can hear like, Warren just like not shut the fuck up at times.
Yeah, just
right?
noodling. Yeah, just fucking around. And that's kind of how this song is too, but in a much more like amateur way because the Vandals are just a superior band all around. But
I mean, decades later, they had time to refine their craft for
like
sure.
10 years later, okay.
But like, Easy Tiger. Like the best Vandals was not 10 years later. The best Vandals, the Vandals that we're talking about, was like 20 years later.
The first record came out in 1990.
That's not the Vandals we're talking about, guy. We're not talking about Joe Escalante playing drums.
No, I'm talking about the first album with the lineup that we all love and know. The classic lineup was 1990.
Yeah, but that was fucking the country record.
No, it wasn't. It was Fear of Punk Planet. That came out in 1990.
Like that record. That's record.
I love that record.
It's fine. That record bottom tier Vandals.
No, shut the fuck up.
I forgot you like. So I forgot you like the generic kind of like basic Vandals stuff. Yeah,
you're so annoying. But that was the first. That was the first with Vandals. The classic lineup of the band.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you, it's bottom tier. That's okay.
Fuck up. But that was only 13 years after this record came out. Just saying, not decades after. I don't make the
13 years. Sorry, dude. Okay, so I apologize. It's not 20 years later. It's 13 years later. You're right.
You said it, not me.
That's basically right after this record came out. The Vandals dropped their record. You're right. That's pretty much right. That's pretty much what you're saying. Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
well, I mean, even come on, Peace Through Vandalism. What in '84 when that came out? Peace Through Vandalism it's better than this record. I just like the Vandals a lot, and I think Peace Through Vandalism is better than Damn Damn Damn. I don't make the rules.
It's not. Then just stop. It's okay to like be an apologist and be like, I love the Vandals so much. Anything they do,
I do love the Vandals.
Corn is the greatest. I know it's cute and all. It's funny. Like you say these things, but like sometimes you gotta just reel it in a little bit. It's okay. Like Peace Through Vandals, not a great Vandals record.
It's a good.
Yes, it's good. It's not a great Vandals record. When we talk the Vandals, we're talking Diarrhea. We're talking Hitler. We're talking like that's the era of Vandals that we want to hear.
That is the best. Yes, you're right. That is the best.
That's the only. Everything else could just be non-existent. You know what I mean? Like, just get rid of it. I don't care.
Oy vey.
I'd live.
All right. See Her Tonight. Good song. Good fast punk song, kind of winky.
Fast punk song, kind of winky.
I like it. So my number 3 is Fish.
Fish.
This one make the banger for you?
Yeah, 5B.
Make it as a banger. There you go.
Of course, here's where it's at.
The what?
The chorus. The chorus is where it's at here on this song.
Yeah, it's the whole song is just bouncy. It's just bouncy punk, and it had another song with a solid fucking solo.
Best guitar solo. Best guitar solo on the record.
Is it the best guitar solo?
Yes.
Okay. It's not the fastest song on the record, but I like the bounce to it. Guitars are super fuzzed out too, which is always really cool. I mean, it sounds really cool on this record at least.
It's just it's wild that like these guys just made a punk record at a time when punk records like didn't exist, and the Sex Pistols were really working on their image and trying to make a punk record, but still kind of keep it like kayfabe with the cool image.
Yeah. And
when we get into the Ramones and how like they wanted to be cool, man, just make pop records but pretend it's punk. This is a punk record. This is the only punk record that came out in 1977. The only punk record.
I would agree. Yeah, because the Ramones was a rock and roll record. That's what that is. It's rock and roll.
Pop record. Mass as punk.
Pop rock and roll. That's what it is.
Like
and then
it's like the Beach Boys like made punk music is what the Ramones was. Which is cool if you like pop music.
Yeah. But no, this record is just when you throw it up against Nevermind the Bollocks, this record is just so much more raw sounding. Like it sounds like dudes just like fucking jamming out in the studio or in a garage. But when you listen to Bollocks, it's so polished. Like in retrospect, back at that time, no, it wasn't. It was still like a very nitty gritty, dirty sounding record in '77. But when you throw that up against this Damned record, it's almost like night and day. And also musically too, like the songs on Bollocks, it's just not. They're not even aggressive. The songs aren't even that aggressive
at all
in comparison. Yeah. Like and I did go back and listen to Bollocks this week, just to kind of like really just kind of settle, reinforce the fact that I really don't like the Sex Pistols. And yeah, it's just anytime I try to listen to that record, I'm just like, this is it. Like it's just
it's
so
stupid. It's lackluster. It's
so lackluster.
Uneventful. It's
yeah. It really is.
It's one of the most overrated records of all time.
Yeah, it is. And also, so another thing, before we get into some more songs, we should talk about like the kind of era that this was all happening. So they were the first punk band to come out with a punk single with New Rose. They were also the first. They put out Damn 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 was the first album released by a UK punk group as well. So they beat Sex Pistols there as well. They also in the spring of 1977, they were the first British punk band to ever tour the United States. It's like you got three things right there, three milestones that the Damned did. That they just, those three things right there should automatically put them a step above the Sex Pistols. Even their image, wasn't even that different from the Sex Pistols. It really, really wasn't that different. It's just they didn't have Sid Vicious. That was the only thing. But Sid Vicious was supposed to be in this band. Oh, you're right. Yeah, they didn't have Malcolm McLaren.
Malcolm McLaren is like the reason the Sex Pistols are the Sex Pistols.
True.
Sid Vicious just helped the image, but like he meticulously put together like the perfect punk band, quote unquote.
Yeah.
The subculture, the fashion, everything about him was just so manufactured and fake, and the music was fake too, right? Because it could barely play the fucking bass, and the new goddamn thing was up there anyway. So yeah, it was just the Damned didn't have their Malcolm McLaren.
If you don't know, Malcolm McLaren was the manager of the Sex Pistols.
Essentially the inventor of the Sex Pistols.
He seriously is. Like, if you want to talk about a record label plant, he's kind of like a record label plant. Or he's the one who plants bands, and he kind of planted Sex Pistols in a way. Also, the fact that in 1977, they went on a tour. The Sex Pistols went on a tour. They brought the Damned and they brought the Heartbreakers, Johnny Thunder's band.
Yeah.
They brought on those two bands. They were supposed to play 20 shows during this tour of the UK, Anarchy Tour of the UK. That's what it was called. But most of them got canceled for various reasons because people were so upset about the Sex Pistols, whatever. But even before the tour ended, Malcolm McLaren went and fired the band from the tour, fired the Damned from the tour for who knows what reason, but probably because they're the better band on the tour.
Of course.
And they're probably outshining the Sex Pistols in looks, in music, style, show, everything. So Malcolm McLaren fired the band from the tour, which is it's so irritating. It just irritates me so much about Sex Pistols. And I fight with people all the time about it too. I fight with people all the time about the Sex Pistols. Just like,
it's smart. Malcolm McLaren's a smart guy.
He was smart.
Firing the Damned is the best thing you could do for the Sex Pistols brand because they're better musicians, they're better songwriters, they're better performers, they're better at virtually everything. So kick them off, right? Like fuck off.
That's
Who
what
cares?
They did. Yep.
But the Damned just didn't have their Malcolm McLaren. They get Nick Lowe to produce their first record and Nick Mason to produce their second record, and Nick Lowe. I mean, a lot of guys that come in and buy the 80s stuff really like Nick Lowe a lot, and I get it. Good guitar player, good musician, whatever. But he's no like big name money you're gonna get on your first record. Like, oh damn, that's produced by, Iggy Pop, or like had the Damned's first record produced by Iggy Pop. Different story, right? This would be a fucking entirely different story. Anybody.
It's almost like they went a more grassroots way, and they just got kind of a random or guy that they wanted to get.
He was still random because I think he was just part of like the Stiff Records family label.
Oh,
but
okay.
he because he didn't release his records until like late 70s after this, and then into the 80s. So he didn't get big until then. So I think he was kind of just like unknown at the time. But then you get Nick Mason, right? Like, and we're talking Pink Floyd.
From Pink Floyd.
Like when everyone talks about Pink Floyd, they talk about Nick Mason, right? Like whenever we argue who the best member of Pink Floyd is, Nick Mason's always the number one candidate there. Exactly. So you get like Nick Mason to produce the second one, and it's like, you tried for, I don't know, you tried for Scooby and you got fucking Velma. You know what I mean? Like, you got like it's still part of the Mystery Machine gang, but like it's not Scooby. So I don't know. It's just the Damned has just had an illustrious career full of a lot of really, really great albums, but marketing, man, you got to do better at marketing.
Yeah. And you know what I didn't really realize until this week was that when the band started out, they tried to audition Sid Vicious, and then they at the same they were auditioning Sid Vicious and then Dave Vanian, the singer, and Dave was the only one who showed up. Sid Vicious didn't show up to the audition, but had he shown up, I'm curious if they would have even hired him.
No, he
but
sucks.
He does suck. Yeah,
He plays bass, so like, who gives a fuck? Really, just stand there and do nothing.
Yeah. Especially punk bass. Come on.
Yeah, who cares? Literally do nothing.
Unless you're like Matt Freeman or Mike Dern or something like that, or what's his name from Descendants? I can't even remember his name.
Tony Lombardo.
Yeah, Tony Lombardo. Yeah. But yeah, most punk bassists, like, who cares? Especially at the time. Come on, late 70s. Come on. But yeah, I thought I didn't know that Sid Vicious actually he tried out for the band, or he was supposed to try out for the band. But then also, England is such a small country. It's so small. And they're all in the London area. Like all these bands they all knew each other. They were all in the same scene.
For sure.
And imagine how small the scene was. Like what, 50 people? So everybody knew each other.
We talk about how small the scene is, like in America, where like our country's fucking huge, but East Coast and West Coast, and even those bands in the various scenes share members. Like imagine like England, this tiny little stupid fucking island that should be ours anyway, but we just allow them to have it. Who cares? That's a different. That's a different story. But yeah, for sure, it's tiny. But then there was also other people too that were like going to audition, or they knew people right from like Billy Idol's Generation X band. I think even like the Clash, and there was another band too. I can't remember.
There was another band that they like London 66, I think it was called. Had one of the guys from the Clash in it, and there was a couple other guys. It was almost like a supergroup before there was a supergroup because none of these bands were known. But then that was one band, and then Dave left that band and joined the Damned. It's all like incestuous, but that's just how it was because the scene was so tiny at the time.
It's just dude. 77, man. 77 was such a cool era for like punk because it's just like the explosion, right? And like the Clash, their first record was 77 too, and like we kind of talk about that a little bit, but really like London Calling is where people really talk about the Clash, and I just don't. Yeah. It bothers me. So I don't know. I understand like why the Ramones are like the big one because I think they were even before. Maybe they're 76. I don't know, but that's like our answer, right? The America's answer to the burgeoning UK punk scene. Yeah. Like here's our fucking New York Ramones are tough, and they wear jeans and cuts, and
because they wear jeans and leather jackets. That's what made them tougher.
Yeah, image, right?
It's like
image.
It's equivalent to like the Strokes coming out in the mid 2000s. It's like we were so used to the new metal thing, the big baggy jeans, all that kind of stuff, and then all of a sudden we get the Strokes, and it's like the complete opposite of new metal. And that's kind of how I equate it to like these guys that just aren't very good at what they do, but their image is just right. Like the Ramones, their image is just right. Are you saying
the Strokes aren't really good at what they do?
I don't think they're that good, and we've done them on the pod like 6 months ago. I know.
It is so fucking good. I think I gave that a 3 out of 3.
You might have. I don't know,
dude. And the Strokes just did Coachella too. Did you watch that performance? I want to say watch performance.
I watched
the
clips
whole
of
performance.
It. Yeah, I watched clips of it.
I said like you watched like my favorite songs, and then I watched the end of it.
Like when they were playing all the CIA stuff in the behind them.
Yeah.
Like
that was the closer for their set, and they're doing all like the psyops as friend of the pod Tyler Rebecca A likes to say.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. Friend of the pod Tyler R A Rebecca. That's your last name. Okay. But anyway, they're doing all that stuff, and it was kind of funny too because we had talked about on the Strokes episode too, where because they're kind of nepo babies a little bit. And totally. Remember his dad was rich and hang out with Trump, and there's a picture of Julian when he's like 9 years old, and he's like hanging out with Trump or some shit, and then on social media everyone's like, oh, look at Julian Casablancas, the fucking poser. Look at he used to be friends with Donald Trump. And like, bro, he was like 8 years old, dude.
I know.
Like,
how can you have any control over that?
What are you talking about? You fucking stupid. Fuck off. But that was cool.
Yeah.
Talk about Coachella if we want, because I'm pretty much done with the Damned already. So
yeah, I mean, one other thing, I don't know if you listened to this, but the Damned released a live show back in I think 2007 of when they played at the 100 Club with the Sex Pistols. They opened up for the Sex Pistols. It's some like shit quality bootleg, but they did officially release it. Did you listen to that at all?
I saw that it did come out, but I did not listen to that. No,
I did. I listened to it, and it was. I mean, yeah, it's kind of shit quality, but it was. I mean, these guys were so energetic, and I actually watched other live videos too, and these guys stage showed. They put on a great fucking show, and the crowd was so into it, like just as much as Sex Pistols, if not more. Like
because they're fun and they put on a fun show. I did see up until like the 2000s, they put on fun shows, and they involve like costumes sometimes. They involve props sometimes, but it's not like a shtick thing like Devo. But if they Devo, it's still fine. But they do a lot of fun stuff on stage, and it doesn't take away from like the punk aesthetic that they have. I also think too, if we're just coming back to the circling to the Damned here, the first record. And I only listen on Spotify because I don't have this on the vinyls, and I have no other way of listening to this. But some of these songs are fucking washed out by the cymbals. Like it's just a wall of just like running water, just like
yes.
Right. Like,
no, you're totally right.
God.
Well, okay, so also because you brought this up now, this album took them 10 days to record. They mixed it shortly after they recorded it, but they mixed it the same day that all the master tapes were like compiled and put together. So this is like I wouldn't want to say rushed because that's just how these types of records were made at the time. But yeah, 10 days to do this entire record. It's only 30 minutes, but even still, it's like
I mean, that's
punk,
right? Punk bands were still doing this up until like now, like today. Like
look at Nirvana's first album, Bleach. That took 7 days to record. 7 days. That's it. You know, it's just, and it's an incredible record. And I think the same goes for this Damned record. But yeah, because it's done so quickly, there are going to be parts of it that are like, it sounds kind of shitty. But it's okay.
It's just
because the overall
like
package.
Nothing else ever sounds bad. For me, it's just the cymbals that sound like shit sometimes. That's like 2 songs. Which is not bad, I guess, for 77.
But then, like you mentioned on the rankings episode that we did just before this, how, you know, yes, they recorded this record so fast, but by the time they got to the second record with Nick Mason, they were like, oh yeah, let's pump this all in 2. We could do this all in 2 days, or let's do 5 songs today. He's like, well, no, I haven't even.
He's like,
I haven't set up the microphones or anything yet.
And I think that's good for this band because they do have that punk mindset where they like this. Dude, they're fucking punk songs. Let's bang them all out in one day. Yeah. He's like, well, do you want it to sound like shit or you just want to get it done? Right? Do you want it done right or do you want it done quick? And I think that helped them because then we get Machine Gun Etiquette, their third record, and we're talking just like night and fucking day because that record sounds amazing. Even on Spotify's record sounds amazing through and through. Yeah,
you're right.
So.
Well, I mean, just looking at the difference in sound quality of the second record and this one, that's also night and day. I mean, it just sounds so much better. Just the production of it just sounds, it's so much better. But once again, this record being as raw and fucked up as it sounds, that's what gives it its charm as well. Because this was 1977. Nobody was really doing this. Death was doing this, but they were in fucking Detroit, in Michigan, 1974, 75. Nobody knew. There was 3 black dudes. Nobody knew about them. It's just that was the time. And nobody really knew about MC5, the Stooges. I mean, people knew about the Stooges. And that all predates this, but I mean, if we're talking like classic 77 class of punk.
And even like...
They're the best. Damned are the best.
Like the Stooges for sure, and my favorite song was the cover song, but like the Stooges for sure are like the punkers, right? Like they're kind of like the OG punkers. MC5, you can make that case. Death also. But this is really like the first punk record, like through and through. Yeah. Like MC5 did not make a punk record. They had punk things in their music. Death, the closest you're probably going to get.
I think Death were like closer to like hardcore punk. Honestly, Death were closer to hardcore punk than the Damned, Pistols, and Ramones and Clash were.
Yeah.
In a lot of elements, because that Death record, or the songs from Death, 74, 75, they're unreal. Like, you'd think this is like mid-'80s, late 80s hardcore, some of that stuff. But these guys are in the mid-'70s.
But even then, that's because like Jack White loves Death, right? That's how like a lot of people have heard about that band. So like, there's a lot of like garage rock elements to that. So like, you could make that case. Like that's, I don't know.
You can make the garage rock case.
I do think the Damned is like, this is the first punk record that we've seen that is out there. And again, I go back to Wired and Pink Flag, but that's going to be more like the post-rock category, punk elements. I think this is truly like the first true punk album ever made.
Okay. I mean, I don't disagree with you at all on that.
Then don't.
Yeah. If we're talking about punk 77 onward, yeah, this is the truly, I mean, honestly, I might like this more than the first Clash record. I think I might like this more than the first Clash. I mean, I like a lot of Clash stuff. Not everything, but I think I might like this. Definitely more than Ramones, definitely more than Sex Pistols, but I would say more than the Clash too.
I guess, okay, so like if we're talking about the Clash here, do you like this song more than White Riot? I mean, do you like this album more than White Riot?
Yes and no. I don't know, man.
White Riot is better than the entire album.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
You know, like...
No, you're right. I think I'm in this kind of like honeymoon stage with the Damned.
Oh, that's every week.
You know,
every week, like whenever we do these bands, we're always going to give them a higher markings than we would have we just like mentioned it in passing, of course, because we're diving into it. But this is an era that we weren't born into. We came here. We were born a decade after this fucking era started. You know what I mean? So like we didn't grow up in this.
You got the math right this time. Good job.
We grew up with people that were already kind of like grown listening to this. So we're like almost 2.5 generations past. Not 2 generations past.
I'd say
so. We don't have any like nostalgia for this kind of shit. We only have nostalgia for people that have a little bit of nostalgia for this kind of shit.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. We're kind of coming out with a different angle here. But White Riot is better than all of it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I was getting a little ahead of myself. I think you're right there.
But you might be onto something that this is better than the Clash's Clash for sure. But White Riot is still going to be better.
I'll think about it. I'll need to sleep on it. I'll sleep on it. But it's interesting hearing older people talk about these bands from the 77 era, 77 class. Like I listened to this podcast called Punk Till I Die podcast. I know you hate it. These guys are older. This guy, Tom Trauma, he's on it. He's like mid 50 or early 50s. And then Liverpool Neil. No, he's like early 50s, I think.
No, but like, I wonder what you. I mean, I'm just going to interrupt you and just.
That's fine.
And then hypothesize what you were going to say, because I hope that Tom Trump. Because if there's anything that I do respect about him is that he's true, right? He's true. He tells you what he thinks.
Yeah.
He doesn't sugarcoat it. Doesn't fucking pretend. Doesn't lie. So I hope that both him and Liverpool Neil think that A, the Sex Pistols are overrated, and B, the Damned are very underrated. Well,
they don't. They both love the Sex Pistols, and they both love the Ramones, like absolutely love them. Now, with Liverpool Neil, I do give him a little bit more like leeway on that because he's like early mid 60s. He's a little bit older, but he obviously grew up in Liverpool and in England. He moved to the States when he was in his 20s, so he was introduced to punk music in 1977. And he saw the Sex Pistols live originally. He saw the Ramones when they came to the UK. He saw the Clash, on these tours. He went to the Anarchy in the UK tour. He saw the Damned originally. Like he saw all these classic fucking bands in 77, 78, 79. So like he has this nostalgia. He has this kind of love for it. So it's just, I think another reason why is because we're a little bit older now. And we don't have this nostalgia towards these bands, and maybe that's why we ridicule them so much. But in the end, a lot of the Sex Pistols does suck.
That's not fair though, because there's a lot of bands that we love and hold near and dear to our hearts. Blink-182, and we'll shit talk them to the fucking cows come home. And there's a lot of bad about Blink-182, but we love them because that holds nostalgia with us. But like, I'm not going to pretend they changed like the scope of like music history. Like, yes, they changed some genre of like musical history, and they are the best at it. But like, you know what I mean? We're not talking like Beatles here. We're not talking Elvis. But like, so you can have a little humility in what you like. Korn, for instance. I know you like Korn a lot, but like, come on,
love Korn.
Come on,
favorite band.
Come on.
All right. So I don't know. There's really.
I'm out, dude. I have nothing else to talk. I literally have nothing else to talk about.
There really isn't. There's really not much else to talk about because this band wasn't as iconic as like we've been talking about the big three or they weren't in the hardcore scene of the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. So it's like they're in this, I don't know. It's weird. But we did not talk about the artwork. The artwork's weird, even for like any band. Like it's the four of them, and they're getting pie. They're getting pies thrown at them, so their faces are covered in pies. And
it's weird. It's weird because supposedly they didn't know the pies were going to be there, and they were supposed to be like a joke on them. But they're like, "Oh, joke's on you, fucker," and they like embraced the pies and smeared it all over their faces. And then the record label, Stiff Records, released the record, and on the backside it was like Johnny and the Hurricanes or some shit, and it was a deliberate mistake.
Oh, it was Eddie and the Hot Rods.
Eddie and the Hot Rods. Eddie and the Hot Rods, as if surf and rockabilly. I don't give a fuck. Who cares? Same thing. and so it was like a deliberate mistake to like gain a little bit of traction and notoriety, and it was just like it was all weird. It was all cool, but it was also kind of just like that's pretty like elementary, you know? That's pretty like B team. That's Bush League shit.
They didn't have Malcolm McLaren.
And like again, going back to the Sex Pistols, right? Like when Queen Elizabeth had their fucking jubilee, whatever the fuck you call that stupid ass shit, and like the Sex Pistols like played on that boat, right? They hired this boat and they played "God Save the Queen" while like Queen Elizabeth is out there, and like that's pretty fucking punk, dude, right? Like them Brits take their fucking royal family very serious.
They do.
They fucking take the royal family very fucking serious.
Well, I mean, a lot of people here take the president really seriously. Like, remember when Obama was president? How many people just like fell head over heels for Obama? It was fucking weird.
We're in the most wild. We're in the most wild time where like a guy is objectively making bad decisions and people are still fucking falling head over heels.
Weird. It is the most weird thing with Trump.
Yes,
but Obama very much the same too. It was just people were just they couldn't help themselves with how much they loved Barack Obama. It was fucking
Obama
weird.
was a soothsayer, man. He
was a smooth talker. That's all it was. That's really all it was.
He was so smooth.
So silly.
But yeah, like that's punk as fuck, man. To play on that little boat, and I don't know what the fuck a jubilee is anyway. But they play on that boat, and for the Queen, God Save the Queen. That's punk as fuck, dude. Like risking just everything. Good. That's fucking dope. I respect that.
There's been a plant. Who knows?
Plant or not, right? Like you take risks like that, there could be adverse effects. You take risks like that, you could go to jail. Your career could be over. So plant or not, like they're still taking a risk. That's risky.
Yeah, it is. Also, the cover was done by Barney Bubbles, who did their second record. But also, we talked about when we did Hawkwind a few months ago.
Hawkwind stuff.
He did a lot of Hawkwind stuff. He died of suicide very young, but yeah, he did a lot of artwork for a lot of different bands. But his Hawkwind stuff was really rad, or most of it was. But getting back to the,
he didn't do the really really cool shit with Hawkwind.
But he did more of like
shit. He did more of like the angular Lemmy era stuff of Hawkwind.
Yeah, that's some like
the really cool. No, dude, the really cool shit's like the kind of like Roger Dean looking shit, right? Like the guy who does all the Yes stuff. Like that's the coolest era. Bubbles. No, dude.
Are you? Was it really? Was it not?
No, like all like the angular X's and sharp edges. Yeah, that was Double B.
I could have sworn he did both, but I mean, you remember more, but you remember that better than I do. So
because I like Hawkwind.
Yeah, because you do like Hawkwind a lot. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay, dude. So getting back to the misprint of this when it came out with Eddie and the Hot Rods on the back, if you could find that record to buy, it goes for thousands of dollars. It's crazy money.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
One day
it'll walk into your record store, Desert Grooves Records. Huge shout out. It'll walk into your store someday. But anyway, honestly, my notes are done. I got nothing else.
I mean, what else is there? That's it.
I mean, even if we talk about more songs, actually, there's one song. Hold on. There's one song that's really different from the rest. It's my least favorite song. Let me get back to my notes on here. Feel the Pain.
Feel the pain. 6B, baby.
So this is my least favorite song.
You know, like the spoken word thing.
This is Velvet Underground. This is straight up Velvet.
But then
Underground
you fucking
right
pretend to like Family Man. You like fucking Black Flag's Family Man. You're like, oh, that's so
I
good.
do like.
But like, what the fuck
I
are
do
you
like Family
talking
Man.
about?
This is
So what is it? Like, do you like the spoken word poetry?
this doesn't.
Like
this just doesn't
shit?
doesn't fit on this record. And I think it's just silly, and knowing that they wanted to be, it sounds like they wanted to be Velvet Underground. They wanted to be Lou Reed.
This is the song specifically where I thought, like, dude, these cymbals are fucking loud. Like, you need to turn that shit down.
Just take over the mix.
Like, you don't need all mics on the cymbals. Like, maybe just one is fine. Like, relax, calm down.
So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. Just sounded to me like Velvet Underground, the only outlier on here,
Which is good, but maybe the original punk band.
Well, okay, settle down.
I don't know.
I mean, this is all I got. You have anything else on here?
No.
All right, so let's wrap it up. Let's give our final thoughts on The Damned, like we haven't already, and then rate the record based off of our world-famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to, 1 is a bad album, but give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. So what do you got? Go.
Damn, that was, even though, like, I do like this record a lot, we, like, struggled to just even pull...
I know.
Like what little we had here into a full episode. And I don't think it's because we were off for like a week. There's not a lot here. But I think this is such an important record. And what's annoying is that had we done the Sex Pistols, we easily could have gone over an hour, 2 hours, right? Just smut talking the Sex. Had we done the Ramones? And that's fucking bullshit. This is a band that we should be talking 3, 4, 5 hours
because
about.
It's because we like their music. We like their music. We like their image. We're not shit talking them. We spent a good chunk of this episode talking shit on Sex Pistols.
I know.
You know, it's like,
and it's just
it's so stupid.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid that they get so much fame and notoriety, and it pisses me off. And whatever. But
and
like
the fucking the Damned have a hard time selling out the Observatory here in Orange County.
I know, that's fucked up, dude. That's
and the Observatory holds,
up.
I think, 700 people. I think that's its capacity. And they have trouble selling that place out.
I mean, to be fair, too, it's like 90s. Limp Bizkit played the Observatory, too. Not that long ago.
It's true, like 6-7 years ago. But now they're playing arenas. So,
I think Dan
arenas
never played
again.
Arenas.
I don't know. They never got that big. Ever got that big. Never had a resurgence like a lot of bands, like some bands do. But anyway, I
so
interrupted.
like you always do. It's fine.
No.
Throughout the course of their entire career, they do a lot of cool things. Like leading into the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, it is fun to listen and like, damn, like you guys are still doing your cool sound, but you're also incorporating, like, still, we mentioned the rankings, like 60s psychedelia, like 70s hard rock, like 80s new wave. That's pretty fucking cool. It's interesting enough. They have a couple of stinkers as far as records go, but this band has been very, very interesting. And like comparatively to the Ramones, who have a lot of fucking records, like the Ramones do have some good songs. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I think there's probably 10 songs by the Ramones tops that I think are fucking beyond bangers. There's 5 for sure that I think are fucking beyond bangers.
You can make a solid top 10 playlist for that.
Absolutely. But like, they're all still kind of the same. Luckily, they're catchy as fuck, and they're just really good pop songs, but they're all kind of the same. The Damned don't have a lot of records where like, oh, that's exactly the same as this, right? Like the Ramones' first fucking 3 or 4 records are like identical. Catchy, but identical.
Until you get to the Phil Spector one, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, and that record sucks, too.
That one was so bad. That one was so bad.
It's Crime of the Century, something about Century or some shit like that, whatever. The red cover, like look all stupid. But yeah, the Damned is a band that I wish we had gotten into in high school. That our entire lives we could have been that person at the party. Like, oh, Sex Pistols are better. Oh, Ramones are better. Oh, actually, you know what I mean? Like, I wish, like now we can do it now, like moving forward. But damn, I wish at all those high school, college parties we went to, I wish we had that ammunition. But we didn't. And that's okay. That's all right. We can teach the younger generations to do so. I don't think this is a perfect record because I don't think every song on here is a perfect punk song. I think they have a better record than this one. But I think if we take the scope of just how underrated this is, 2.7? I think it's 2.7. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final thoughts. Better than the big 3. Well, I'm sorry. I'm getting too crazy with the Clash. The Clash are really, really good, but certainly better than Sex Pistols and Ramones. it's a shame that they didn't have somebody like Malcolm McLaren to really push this on people, to push the band on people in the media, in the clubs, and all that kind of shit, because they have everything. They had the style, they had the look, they had definitely had the music. They had everything that you would want in a punk band, especially at this time, but they have never received the same notoriety as the big three. And it's just so fucking unfortunate. And it's even worse that they were the first ones to do it. First single, first album,
that's crazy.
First band to tour the U.S. Like, what the UK band, I should say, to tour the U.S. It's just wild. This band deserves way more than what they have. It's like, dude. Also, the Sex Pistols put out one record. They put out one fucking record. It's not that good. And yet the Damned put out 13 records. Half of them, if they're not fucking great, they're pretty damn good. That's six records right there that are significantly better than Nevermind the Bollocks. I don't know. The Damned are really cool, and I wish I had really kind of dove into them earlier, but whatever. I will give this album, I'll give it a 2.8. 2.8 out of 3. 2.8 out of 3.
Top it by 1 point, huh?
Well, somebody has to. So 2.8 out of 3
and
for me.
Just to like nail home how much I just dislike Malcolm McLaren. I like Adam Ant a lot. I like Adam and the Ants a lot. I like that music. I think it's fucking really, really fun. But Malcolm McLaren stole some people from Adam Ant and then made Bow Wow Wow, and it's just, that guy's a fucking scumbag, so I don't care.
Slimy
fucking scumbag. Good riddance. See ya.
All right, so that's all we have for this episode, this shorty episode. Thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, you smash that subscribe button. That's what the kids say. And that's it. That's all.